Hi, my Royal Lambs. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic afternoon. I was actually headed to Lux Coffee Shop for a meeting with my first assistant for my parties and also my fashion films coming up. But I'm led here because she's actually called me at the last moment and said that she can't come until a couple of hours. I have things going on all day today, but God's will be done. I'm realizing sometimes we want things to be done on our time, but it never will be done on our time. It will always be done on His time. And that's, something, it's hard. My dad would always say, my earthly father, when I was being raised, he would say, a hard head makes a soft behind. And, sometimes when you realize, if you don't realize that your steps are ordered, if you don't know that what's written in this world is already written, who can change it? There's nothing you can do, but just more so go through it. Why I'm making this video now is because God gives, one moment you guys, I'm just actually going to go outside. I don't want to go outside because I wanted to be sentimental, but I really want you guys to get this message. But what I want, I'm not going to move. I can't. What I want to let you guys know, well, I'll sit over here actually. One moment. Alright, you guys, I had to move because there's a group of ladies sitting behind me, but every time I do videos that are geared towards this, it gets kind of, it gets intense, but it's not everybody's fault, but, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth also speaks. But, in addition to that, God was also revealing to me that I just want people to really see, the power of God. It's amazing, and sometimes what I speak, and not even sometimes, a lot of the times of what I speak, not only, and I'm not tooting my own horn, I think it's kind of mere genius. And the second thing is, it's not me that's talking. And when you realize that it has nothing to do with you, if you get self out of the way, if you get, vainglory out of the way, it's really all God, and that's who I give all the glory, all the honor to. And I'm so amazed at what He does. I look at life and I look at where I came from, 5 years ago. Since, or even maybe a little later than that, 2012, I have changed remarkably. I was so afraid of people. This spirit that tries to bully people around, it no longer bullies me, but more so it's scared of me, and it's only when you start to realize who you are, that people begin to be intimidated by you. And what I mean by that is if you don't know who you are in this world, the world will tell you who you are, and who they say you are may not even be who you really are because it's what they wanted you to be. And because I'm not what the world wants me to be, it's kind of intimidating. It's like, whoa, like, who is this guy? Like, this is kind of crazy. It's insane, to a lot of people, but I get that. I actually woke up this morning and I was kind of, I was disturbed, because I have a really beautiful gift. Oh, my tongue's red. I had a soda pop. Anyways, and a Starbucks cup, and I'm so hood. Anyways, I woke up this morning and I was kind of disturbed at some actions that were taking place. I have a gift to give to my best friend's mother, but it's been a journey just trying to get it there. But we're gonna get it there today. Thank God. I actually got in contact with Savera's sister, who will be taking me to her mother to get the actual gift, that was given to not only her, or to myself, but also Sean. But in addition to that, you guys, I was also just, looking at Jesus Christ and how amazing, when we look to Him, how He's the best example that any of us could ever have. Well, for me anyways, I can speak for myself because I don't know what your belief may be, but for me, when I truly look at what's happening in this world, I don't know if a lot of people, what really hurts my feelings, I have a daughter, and, I see, like, there was a fashion show, I guess, for, like, Fab Awards, and you see the Fab Awards, and, I believe one of the charities that it was actually for, it was for bullying, stop bullying. But what baffles me is if people are going to the Stop Bullying charity and supporting a charity as such, but you see some people that actually bully. And I say that because, I'm bullied a lot, you guys. People really hate me, like, and I was showed through God that, a lot of the times what we go through here is envy. There's a lot of envy, there's a lot of hate, and there's a lot of people, especially here in this community as far as fashion, that don't want to see people succeed. But I don't even say this more so in a, in a small sense of, just Arizona, but more so the world, because I believe anybody, again, who knows who they are, it's very intimidating. I'll definitely say that. So when I say for my fashion show, Royal Black Sheep, remember at the beginning of this, I said, sometimes you know what you want, but we have to do what God wants. I wanted a fashion show April 7th, but I couldn't even get one ticket. And, those are the times that I look at, sold. But, it's not that, and it was also my fault, too, because, I gave my invitations out a week before the actual, fashion show. Keep in mind that this fashion show was not the fashion show. It was just a soft launch. So, mistakes are mere to happen, and they can happen, but people take me so hardcore. Because, I've been in fashion for like 10 years, modeling or whatever. But as far as a businessman, I'm not the greatest, but I ask people who have businesses, and they kind of keep, the information to themselves. Like it's top secret, But, what I mean by that, is if you're interested in something, and I'm not to go on a tangent, but if you're ever interested in modeling or fashion or whatever it may be, and that's what I started to realize, just because they don't want to give me that information that I want, okay, how do I write this business plan? What data plan do I need? X, Y, and Z. You need to do your own research yourself. So when people come to me and they're like, oh, I want to model, this and that, okay, well, what research have you done in regards to modeling, What agencies have you looked at? What poses have you looked at in the magazine? What trends do you know what's going on? Or somebody who wants to be a lawyer, You can go to someone who goes to Harvard or who graduated from Harvard, but if they don't give you the information you need, research, So what bar exam do you need to go to actually, or state bar exam do you need to do to pass, and what expedients do you need in order to pass? So that's what I want to say to that regards, you guys. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, when I look at Jesus Christ, I look at, this is going to sound crazy, but I believe we're starting to be bolder now, where I can actually start to be bolder in what's really going on in this world. I walk out today, and my outfit is not that ostentatious. I actually walked out today, trying to be as basic as possible because I wanted to meet Severa's mother. And, I can imagine her saying, Shimeon, just tone it down a little bit. And even still, she's like, okay, well, you could just do whatever you want, but I want to be respectable, so I wore my polo and, some skinny jeans and, my Kohan loafers. They're my favorite ones. But anyways, in the midst of that, I get called faggot every day. I walk out, I'm in Cityscape right now, so people call me faggot, people say, you're not the prophet. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was supposed to be. Like, you're not the seven. I get things like yelled at me every single day. But when I look at the greatest example before me, which is Jesus Christ, I realize to, one, have compassion for these people that have such a spirit in them that is so malicious, that is so mean. And when I look at them and I hear these things, I don't necessarily get offended, because I look at them and I'm like, they don't even love themselves enough to save their own soul. How can I be sad? How can I be mad at somebody who doesn't even want to save their own soul, and who thinks that what's coming out of their mouth as a judgment is acceptable? It's not really smart, right? So when you get upset or when you get angry at a malicious spirit, it's not necessarily that smart, but it's merely banging your head against cement, and it's insanity. But more so, this is what I'm trying to tell people. So if you're upset at a Donald Trump, if you're upset at a Kim Jong, if you're upset at world leaders, why are you going to sit there and say, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you? That's energy, you guys, and that's what you're putting out into the universe. So instead of doing that, what you need to do is more so pray for them. And I have people right here saying it's the sequel. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I go with every day. But I want you guys to see this is real. But I get what they're saying because it's a secret, and I have a word to that in addition to that in it as well. But what I'm saying is, you guys, pray for the world leaders. Pray for people that you're not necessarily happy with. If it's your family not giving you, good, if it's your family even that's not giving you good energy, or not giving you good praises, or if it's you hear something that's not necessarily honey to the ears, give it to God. Pray. God says, "Come to me, all those who are weary and heavy burden." I got what they're saying, and it's like, if you have that power. If you have that power, you need to do better for good with that power. But 9 times out of 10, I'll even give the benefit of the doubt. I'll say 8 times out of 10 that doesn't happen. But there's 2 people out of those 10 people that will be like, oh my gosh, I love you. Your light is amazing. more so embrace that energy than all the other mess, you know, because know who you are and know that you are so loved by God. God loves you so much, and even if you speak bad words like that, show mercy. Why fight? Show mercy, you know, and that's the most important part, because mercy is forever. And what God was also telling me, you know, earlier today was that, you know, He went through everything I'm going through. To live holy is to suffer persecutions. One may say I'm not even holy, because even the photos that I posted yesterday, but it was for a mere reason. You know, everything that I do is for a purpose. But one thing is, again, to live holy is to suffer persecutions. And, you know, by going through life is not going to be peachy. For me, I'm not going to be the most popular, hence the fashion show. I'm not doing things for popularity, but more so I'm doing things to save one soul. Because a true witness saves souls, and the key word is true. There's a lot of people out there, like I said, there's a charity event for bullying, but how many people actually believe in stop bullying? You know, it's important for those who want to teach to do in action what they teach. And for me, it's so important for my viewers and people that I'm around, friends and family, to see that what I speak is what I do, to the best of my ability. I may be judged, and when man says, oh, he doesn't have a heart, or he doesn't, he's the beast, or, you know, he's the this. Well, let me just show you guys something since we're here live. And my computer may not work after this, but so what? I'm just going to get bold. It may not even be here still. Oh, it is. So, do you see this? Like, things like this. Okay, hold on. Like these dragons here. It used to scare me. I was like, what is going on? You know, if you read Revelations, it talks about dragons, you know, and I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I'm putting it out there now because that's my job. Kind of like the adulterous woman at the well. Agua. You know, Jesus goes to her, well, Jesus is like, you know, talks to the Samaritan woman, and she goes, well, you're Jewish. How can you even talk to a Samaritan woman and even like give me water? You know, Jesus says that if you want water, I'll give you all the water you need, baby. I'll give you all the water you need. You know, and then also, you know, she goes, or he goes, you know, why don't you go and tell your oh, wait, first of all, she goes, Jesus goes, you have husbands. She goes, oh, Jesus, I don't have husbands. And Jesus says, you have 5. Go back and tell your husbands what you saw, you know, right? Because, you know, if Jesus was not like a dummy and was, oh, so you don't have a husband, but how many people act like what they're not? That's the point of that. But Jesus is smart. He knew that she was a good PR person. Hence, Shimmy and Jedediah Maddox. So, you know, he said, go back and tell your husbands, your 5 husbands, and not only your 5 husbands, but she told the community to go back and see the man named that was called Jesus Christ, who was that prophet, because she already knew. You know, would you talk as though you're a prophet? Right. I'm glad we're all, okay, good. You know, so to that regards, you guys, what I'm saying is, we have to cast down bad words. But that dragon that you saw, you know, sometimes it can be good, and it doesn't matter what culture. I actually like to be optimistic about things. But you know, as far as like in China, you know, or in Hong Kong, you know, they also use dragons for good luck. You know, so I don't know if that's that kind of dragon, but I do know by the words that I'm hearing, it could be a different dragon. A dragon that I do not respect, and a dragon that I walk all over, and I let that dragon know that he has no power. Because guess what, you guys? And this is what's so amazing. This is not BC anymore. It's not BC. It's AD, you know, where we actually have the chance through Jesus Christ, and I don't care who you are. So if you are a drag queen, you guys, you have mercy because of Jesus Christ. If you are a murderer, you have mercy because of Jesus Christ. And let me bring up another prostitute, the adulterous woman. So, you know, when the adulterous woman was in the circle, you know, of all the Jews who wanted to, you know, literally stone her, but a man named Jesus, who the world says doesn't exist, and that's okay, walked up and they said, Jesus, you're a good teacher. Teach us. He's like, you know, what should we do with this woman? You know, she's a prostitute. She's an adulterous woman. And Jesus said, you know what? Leave her alone. And he that has no sin, cast the first stone on her. So when I hear all these bad words again, you know, who are you? If my God does not condemn, and that's what he told the adulterous woman, you know, go, sin no more, I condemn you not. What? So if there is a man named God, sent from God the Father of Jesus Christ, who comes to this earth to show humans how to love and tell us that he does not condemn himself, oh my goodness, but mankind judges every day? Wow! So what I want to tell you guys is to break free from these bad words that the spirits give to seduce people from their faith. Because realizing that there is a spiritual war going on, and a lot of people maybe can or cannot see it. But if we're all real with ourselves, I know a lot of people can see it. And I'm grateful now that a lot of people can see it, hence is why I'm making this video. You know, I wanted to sit over here with the good life, but those mean ladies were talking back. But, you know, we don't have to necessarily, you know, make war, but we can acknowledge things in a diplomatic manner so that maybe next time when they see someone like myself, they won't do things like that. They'll be peaceable. That's the key word. And even if they're not peaceable, it's okay, because guess what? We're all human and we make mistakes. But there was a verse, and that's what I wanted to give you guys when I told you they said it was the sequel. A lot of people say, and you know, I'm just going to put it out there. It says, you know, I just heard today, they're like, he knows the secret. You know, and I remember talking to Natalia last night, and it was so funny. I was like, you know, God has given me secrets to himself, and she cut me short. Hi, Natalia, I love you. She goes, there are no secrets in God. I was like, you're right. But, you know, I do have an expedient that gives, you know, in Luke, you know, afterwards, he does say that he's given secrets to babes that the wise don't know. But to this regards, you guys, he says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who sees us? And who knoweth us? You know, I get it if you don't believe in a man named God. I am. And I believe it if you don't believe in his son, which is Jesus Christ. I get it. I totally get it. But when you can search someone's thoughts, not their heart, but their thoughts, and you have powers of things like physics, and you have all the gift codes, and you know all mysteries, and you know all, you know, I mean, oh my goodness, that's amazing, and that's nearly a God. And I don't say a God in the sense of a big G-O-D, like Lady Gaga says. I don't care if you love capital H-I-M, or I don't care if you love H-I-M. You know, it's in the sense of a lower G-O-D, H-I-M. You know, but if you have that power, because I'm a baby, I don't have that power. You know, I can't say, oh, I know who you are, you're going to do this and this and that, and I'm going to spray paint your steps because I know physics. I'm not even mad at it. But all I'm saying is, you guys, you know, if you have that power, you have to submit yourself into a childlike faith in order to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because if you can't submit yourself into that wisdom that you already know, and that wisdom is not that good, because if somebody like myself with the presence of God walks into a place, and if he disturbs such a mere mass of people, I would think twice about what you think is a God. I would think twice. I'm just saying, if that was me, because now we're in a different generation where God is exposing things, and that's the beautiful thing. But you know, there's two types of people when light comes into a place. One could be like, oh, get it out of here, it's too bright, I want to sleep, and sleep. Yeah. Or there could be one that'd be like, wow, this is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen. It's a unicorn. I mean, oh my God. Oh, no, what is it? Oh, tell me about this present. Let me wash my hands. My hands are actually dirty. I'm sorry, hon. And you may even cry. Guess what? That's a good thing, you guys, because to come to the light and to have your deeds and to have your awful things that were done in the dark put to the light to be reproved, bravo, bravo. But to sit back and be sneaky and be like, I'm going to do this and this and that and this and this and this, I'm going to put this in this drink, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this and that and this, that is not cute. Nor are you doing anything in the sight of a secret. That's what's so ignorant. Because God is omnipresent. But see, when you have wisdom as that, then I don't have wisdom of this world, hence my Mac Apple. You know, that works when it wants to and says things that it wants sometimes when I type it. Wink, wink. But listen, I have wisdom in the spirit, and I realize now, and that's why I come to a place like Starbucks, because, you know, it helps me to be a little bit more carnal. You know, I'm the most Paris Hilton millennial baby out there. You know, I love wearing my big sunglasses and a good outfit and feeling powerful. I'm going to write a book, and it's going to be called Not the Holy Bible. but it's going to be called The Power of Sunglasses and a Starbucks. But listen, at the end of the day, you guys, it's more so not living carnally, because to live carnally is death. But to live in the Spirit is, you know, forever. It's eternal. So I realize what's here right now. Look at all these. Look. It looks like we're at a cute Starbucks and things are nice. Look at these things. Watch these. These kind of look like alien things. I just figured it out. But I won't say all the secrets. You guys get it. Look. Oh, look at these birds. Look. Oh, look. Everything has symbolism, but you know what? We don't pay attention to that if it's not mere good in a Starbucks. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, you know, you can repent or you can stay the same. For those who want to stay the same, I'm not here for you. Hence, maybe even Arizona. Hence, probably why not even one ticket could be bought for my fashion show. It wasn't good enough. Oh, but it's good enough for Milan Fashion Week. All right, cool. It's good enough to get press from, you know, Huffington Post, which monitors New York Fashion Week, but it's not good enough for Arizona? Huh, Arizona's showing himself, but I have all my family here, all of my friends are here, you know, what's really going on? But what God told me is that, you know what? They won't even, what they said I told you today, you're not the prophet. They can't even accept me in this country as the prophet. Because guess what? They won't accept a prophet in their own country. But elsewhere, hence Milan, ooh, or even London where buyers were. You know, and I'll even say Beverly Hills, where someone from Beverly Hills was purchasing a ticket to fly over here for me to, you know, send some of my stuff on Melrose. So I know that God has something so amazing for me, you guys, but give me just 1 year. Because keep in mind, this has only been 5 months. 5 months, and you know what? I am not, as a businessman, you know, I'm not the best. But as a showman, I am. But we've been in 4 publications, 1 to be in So Scottsdale Magazine next month, and also 1 charity. That's awesome. And I looked at myself and where I come from 5 years ago. God is doing miraculous things, and I want you guys to see His power. I wanted to literally die. You know, from people not loving me that used to love me like I thought they did. From, you know, people trying to kill me. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do, Lord, to deserve this? I don't have my daughter. I don't have my mother. I don't have my, you know, my best friend. I don't have my grandmother. But they wanted me to be broken. That's what somebody told me today at Starbucks, too. You know, they said, we found you. Well, I'll take a photo of it. I'm going to go to the Foundry actually today. And I'll take a photo of it to let you see. It says broken if it's not already there. But before it says broken, it says sorry. Got you, Beyonce. But the biggest thing is that we forgive. Mercy. Because if I don't forgive and if I don't have mercy, and if I don't get all the pain off my shoulders, you guys, suicide would be possible. But I have to give it to a God who says, come to me, all those who are weary, for I will give you rest. And that is the only reason why I can smile and still work on my fancy fashions and sachet and go to Bottle Blondes and go to Dakota and, you know, go elsewhere. And people are like, why is he so happy? He really should be sad. Or I feel sorry for him. Let me get him a free Starbucks. I feel sorry for him. Let me discount his, you know, limousine company's car services. I feel sorry for him. You know what? Keep those sorries to yourself, because if you can't even say it to my face, I don't need to hear it. But what I do need, you know, is mere love. If you can give it, if it's indeed in truth. What I do need, though, you know, the God that I love, if He's all that I love, and if He's all that I have is all I need. And that's God. And He's greater than the whole entire world against me. And that's what I realized this time. But I'm trying to use it in the most gracious sense. To where, and Natalia saw it yesterday, but she always brings me back down to earth. I am not an egotistical person. But let me tell you, to a person, to a spirit that tried killing me and my daughter, tried separating me from my family, tried, you know, who merely killed my best friend. Yeah, I get a little attitudey, you know, but I have to realize my part. I'm just a chihuahua, literally. To a mere dinosaur, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because that ancient snake is bad. He's bad. And he's very smart. But he only speaks lies, and that's why I got him beat. Remember all those dragons right there? I got him beat. I'm walking all over them. Because truth, who can change it? Not even dragons. But I love you guys. I want you guys to know to do better. I make these videos not to make you feel bad, but I make these videos to reprove you, to correct you, to make you understand that we can seek the things above and not focus on hell every day. Because guess what? You know what? It was a little challenging 15 minutes ago, but guess who's, feels lifted off by just expressing this so that Lauren Olivia Maddox can see, you know what? My daddy went through a hard time, but guess what he did? He prayed and he made a little video and, he helped someone. Hopefully. Let's start helping people as humans and stop trying to destroy because of envy. And if you have envy, pray about it, because we are human. We are human. But if you don't want to change, you know what? At the end of the day, there are consequences. And I can't put you in a heaven and or hell. Hey, I don't even know if you believe in either or. But at the end of the day, don't ever try to judge someone's heart. Because who can search the heart? And I'll give you that expedient as well. It's God. They said they're trying to help me. You know what you do when you help someone? Pray. You don't yell in that tone saying that I'm trying to help somebody. Pray. That's how you help Shimon. Because, my help comes from the Lord who made the heaven and the earth, not from these aliens. The UFOs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th one? I love you guys. God loves you more. Remember, just because you're a black sheep and not a white sheep, it doesn't mean that we're not all led by the same shepherd. Bye, you guys. 25? Oh, 26.